I was born blind. I'm the segregated type. I'm the discriminated against. I am somebody who is really interested in technology. If I have my way, I would love to be a programmer. So my name is Junaid Ahmed Adebowale. Junaid is my surname. Ahmed is my name. Adebowale is like my middle name. I was born in Ogun State, Agboiwoye to be precise, but born blind into a family of 5. I lost my father, according to what I was told by my mom, who is also late, when I was a year old. I study English education at the University of Unilorin, and I'm currently at 200 level. It has not been easy for me as a blind person, like the only blind person in the family. And the issue of when the father dies in Africa setting, or in Nigeria setting, I should say, in most cases it is the woman being responsible for everything, and my mom was a petty trader at that time, and herself does not really care, because she believed that there is no much that can be gotten from somebody who is visually impaired. So I got through the school for the blind at Ijebu, where I had my primary education. It was through a friend, and because the school was free, it was easy for me. But I started the struggle when I got to secondary school, because at a point when I was in GSS 3, she called me and said she could no longer be responsible for my education. Knowing not what to do, and I do not, wanted to drop out as at that time, because I knew quite well that the only thing that can sustain me as a visually impaired person is to have education. That's where my own interest lies. So since then, I started moving from one churches to another, mosque, writing people, talking to people to be of help. And it was stressful, but that was how I finished my secondary school. Finishing secondary school, there was no financial backup to go to the university for so many years, but I finally got hold of it during the 2021-2022 admission to the University of Unilorin, since I have been trying, not because I have failed my exams, but because the financial capability has not been there. By April 16, this last month, I was 38. Personally, I have what I do for money, but it's not something that comes in like regularly. I know a bit of computer because I learned how a blind person can use computer and other ICT devices, through which I train people who will be interested in learning and will be willing to pay. And do I train? There are people like me. There are people who are blind also. Some of them I train for free when they cannot afford to pay. Some of them that can afford to pay a little pay me for the service. But like I said, it's not something sustainable. It's something I hardly get maybe once or twice in 6 months at times. So majorly I depend on asking friends, asking people around me who cares about about my well-being for help. And that was what I experienced in the last semester when we resumed. That was after strike. I nearly could not pay my school fees because I did not realize the money until like a day before the closure. But that's how I've been surviving. And it's getting tense because of the economic situation of the country. You don't expect that people who actually help you today will be there for you tomorrow, because they also have a lot to take care of. So I'm just afraid of the continuity of this, of my tertiary education. Hence, the reason I have decided to cry out for help. I am somebody who is really interested in technology. If I have my way, I would love to be a programmer, but the educational capacity of Nigeria has not really helped in training people who are blind about the use of technology at their advanced level. But aside that, I'm somebody who will also love to be someone who can impact knowledge into people. I love training. I love anything that has to do with training. I love impacting knowledge, and I love singing, and writing. And right now, I'm the only male out of my father, my mother's children. The rest are female, and they don't really care, because many of them all of them, they're married, and sometimes it will surprise you that they still even call on me for help sometimes. What I'm just asking for from kind-hearted people is to help me fund my education, payment of school fees, payment of accommodation, and purchase of educational materials that I use to foster academic development. That's all I need from kind-hearted people.